Hey everyone, Brian and Jeff from WorkshopAddict.com, and 31,000 people die a year from being stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't use this indoors. Make sure you have some air coming in, fresh air, and some adequate ventilation.
And don't put it up against anything flammable or that might ignite, because this is going to get hot.
Very hot. This is Ryobi's 18-volt hybrid forced air propane heater, model number P3180. It is 15,000 BTUs. It'll run off a Ryobi 18-volt battery or plug into a wall, and it is set up to use a 1-pound propane tank. Now you can also get an adapter converter so you could run it off a 20-pound propane tank or larger.
But it'll run for roughly an hour and a half off a 1-pound tank.
If you get one that's filled well. Now we've seen them that they're not always filled really good. So,
True.
you know, it varies. So just like the 20 pounders, they have a net weight of 70 pounds. True. Make sure that you get a decent one. Time is gonna vary on that. Now, battery life, everybody's gonna say, how long is the battery life? Much longer than your fuel.
Probably 4 to 5 times longer than your fuel.
We have not been able to test that out. And we've joked here, this is like a torpedo heater. They're not overly efficient. This is meant for small areas, and it does put out a significant amount of heat in
right
about this range, right? And after that, there's a fan inside that's pushing air through, so you can call it a forced air heater.
It doesn't move a lot of air, so you're not really going to heat up a large area.
So this is purpose built. This is great for a small area where you're not going to be blasting, like if you had this in an ice shanty, you're not going to be melting the sidewall.
Right.
And if you had a very strong fan in there, it would. So this is not a garage type heater. It would work for a garage. It's just going to take a little more time.
Maybe a 1-car garage. I wouldn't push it to a 2-car. Well insulated, you know.
Well, we have the rigid one, and the rigid is 30,000 to 65.
60,000.
60,000. Now this guy, much larger, as you can see, meant to hook up to a 20-pound tank. That is great for a garage. Now we've used that in your garage.
That'll heat a 2-car garage, and I mean, it was
Not
20
long.
degrees outside, and we heated it up to 80 in 15 minutes.
Right, on, off, on, off.
Right.
And you got air flowing through and that thing loves fuel.
They all do. But there again, you gotta watch your carbon monoxide, make sure you have fresh air.
So pick the right tool for the right place.
Application, yeah.
Yeah, here, if you're gonna buy this tool and expect it to heat up your 2-car garage and be like, yeah, wrong tool.
If you live in Florida, it might. But up here in Michigan, it's not gonna work.
At the end, we're gonna go over a picture on the Ryobi box. Stick around for that one, it's good. So using this thing, you know, very simple. You have a power button on the side, you turn it on. You have a fuel button that you push and hold until your blinking light here stays green. Once that guy stays green, you can let off your fuel light, and this guy will stay running. You can probably see the heat going up here. It's hot, very hot.
But the camera's only 4 to 5 feet away, and it's not melting the camera down.
No, right about here is about the closest I can keep my hand. Now up here, that's hot. This thing gets really warm. And we're gonna put our thermal imager on it so you can see how hot it gets inside there. I don't know that that makes a big difference, but for heating up a small area, I would not want to sit in this vicinity of it no matter what I had on in the winter.
No.
So you're gonna want 3 feet or so in front of it. I don't even know it's on with my hand out here. And I think that's where some people complain about, where's the fan? You know, you're 3 feet away, I should feel some heat.
And that's the one thing about putting it in a small area like a deer blind or a fishing shanty.
It goes up.
But you don't have any settings. It's on or off.
Right.
You can't turn it up or down. This is what you got.
That's not bad, but it's small. It's nice, compact, easy to take with you. Heat if you need it. You're outside tailgating in a small area, this thing would rock. Just
Keep the
don't
girls
stand
warm,
close, you know?
It's enough to take the chill off.
So if you're looking at this, it will automatically shut off if it senses too hot of a temperature. It will automatically shut off if it senses low airflow and also low voltage. So I assume that once the battery's dead, it's going to turn off, stop putting any gas through. Just safeties. Now you can plug it in the same place underneath with an extension cord. It's a pretty simple little unit. You just have to be careful that this area gets hot. There's stickers and advertisements everywhere saying, hey dummy, it's hot. So I think you're pretty good.
Don't be one of them 31,000 people.
No, and this thing's getting warm, so I'm gonna put it a different way. So if we look at the boxes, grab that box.
Can we bring the box in?
I hate to do this, you know, but sometimes we find some of this stuff is funny. And don't burn down the house here.
No.
So on this box, there's a picture of a guy screwing down a deck with the heater 10 feet away, and we're debating if it's spring or fall because it looks like the tree behind it's blooming.
Yeah.
So
but there's definitely leaves on the trees regardless.
It's not that cold, you know, and the guy's screwing down a deck 10, 15 feet away, and you can see the heat going to it. Come on. Maybe that's funnier to us than it is anybody else, but I really think that at some point, that's not what this is designed for. If you're going to buy this to heat you up on a deck and you're 10 feet away and you're outside, you ain't going to feel it.
No. And it's
great marketing picture.
Hopefully
beautiful.
You're only working in a 3x3 area on that deck. Or you're
and
constantly
you're moving it around. And you're going to get either too hot or too cold.
Right.
Great marketing picture, not as what we would use it for. Sorry, Ryobi, but I actually love this heater is for what it's for. A small space, not gonna push too much heat too far away because you might not have that much space around. But if you need something to heat your garage, go with the rigid. If you need something to heat a 10 by 10 area or a 20 by 20 area, you're gonna just keep it running for a while and you don't need it hot like that. This is a ticket. I'd consider that
putting the adapter on
for a 20 pounder. I mean, I think that would be really good, especially if you got to a point where you wanted to plug it in and have it run forever.
Well, and not only that, these 1 pound cylinders are expensive and they're disposable.
You can refill them.
Yeah.
They don't really fill that well.
Right.
So again, that's where I was going back to. Hour and a half, you probably refill it yourself, half hour. Either way, this is $99. So it's priced okay. For 30-ish more, you can get the rigid, but two different purpose-built.
The rigid isn't portable like this is.
You're not going to put the rigid in a small ice fishing shanty.
No. For your guys that may be out ice fishing without a shanty, this might be enough to keep their hands warm every once in a while.
Oh, this would be awesome.
Yeah. Where that, you don't have a cord.
No.
So
no.
it has
but you're
its
not
place.
going to be ice fishing with a cord. What kind of ice fishing do you do?
That's what I mean. This is portable. That's not.
That runs a battery.
That one does too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where are you?
I'm an idiot.
Either way, guys, purpose-built, small, portable, roll with you, uses the 1 pound tanks. If you need something bigger, don't buy this. You know, get it for what it is. Other than that, thanks for hanging out with us, making a little fun of some marketing. Follow us on social media, and don't forget to give us a like here and comment below on would you use this style heater? Do you have a use for it? Where would it be? We appreciate that and love to talk to you guys. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.